Good morning, Penny from Sage Butterfly Designs. Wow, August 2nd already. Flosstube number 36. Thank you for stopping by and being a continued watcher, listener, participant, whatever. Sometimes I watch silently to other Flosstubers, sometimes I comment, so I completely understand. My new haircut. I love it. I love the color more than anything, but yes, I needed the movement, I love it, love it, love it. So that's my excitement for it. I got my hair cut yesterday. Bo's moving around down here. I'll put a couple pictures here of Bo. When he was groomed, he needs to be groomed again. That was 2 weeks ago. I think it was like the day after my last video that he got groomed, so it's been a little bit, but there's a picture of him being groomed, and then of course he gets groomed and like a couple days later here he is rolling around in the yard playing with the stick. But you know, pups are pups. He doesn't stay clean for long. And then he had a big stick, a branch fell from the tree, and here he is running around with this branch in his mouth. It's bigger than he is. Oh my goodness. But I'll give you more of a life update at the end. I've got some FFOs. I decided what to do with that little mini ornament. I put it on, I had this little tag. I believe I got it from Hobby Lobby. And it's just a little wooden tag, and it was already black, so I just added the Christmassy, this is a paper, and then I put a little mitten on it. So I thought that turned out really cute. So not too bad for the little tiny mitten. So that worked out. And then, yes, I did another one. I already had the hot glue gun going, and I burned my finger. You know how Chelsea and Patricia said you with the housewives, how they have you do the 4 corners. Well, I was too impatient to do 1 corner at a time. No, let's put it on all 4 corners, and then we can just bloop, 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 and we're done, right? So as I go to go on the first corner, I push the corner down, and you see my thumb sticking out here? Guess where it went? Right into the hot glue. I don't know where I learned it, probably from my mama. Whenever I cut my finger, burn my finger, do anything to any of my fingers, my initial reaction is put it in my mouth. Yeah. So here I am with hot glue burning my finger, my thumb, and I'm like, ow! And I go to put it in my mouth. Luckily, my lips said, whoa, because it felt the heat. It was like, whoa. Yeah. And I was like, I can't put it in my mouth. And then I immediately wiped it off. Well, I didn't wipe it off quick enough. It's almost gone now, but I had a blister there. I mean, it was a big burn. Not fun. But the end result is nice still. So I did the flowers for fall on the acorn. I showed you last time the painted acorn, and this kind of separate, and I didn't have it all together yet. So here it is. I think it turned out beautiful. I think, well, of course I made sure that the colors matched, but it turned out great. I love it. I can't wait for fall to hang that up. So yeah, that is exciting. Very happy with that. And of course I had my strawberry class that I was telling you about. So I did a strawberry. My strawberry is very crooked. It is done, but I think I'm going to go ahead and remove the top, and I'm going to get it a little bit more even. And I think that I had too much top on the strawberry, and so when I squished it, when I like gathered it together at the top, it was too tall. So I think I need to trim it down and then pop the top on. But I was like, I need some kind of a button for the top. I didn't have one, so I was at the store and I looked and I'm like, we put strawberry buttons on my strawberry. Yes, I'm not much of a goofball, people. I can't help it. I was amused by it. And I have another finish. My French witch. You knew it was close. You knew this one was going to be a finish. It shouldn't be a surprise. But she is finished. She turned out great. I love her. I don't know what I'm going to do with her yet, but she's a finish. And this one was stitched on 28 count Mire Cashel linen from Picture This Plus. And I stitched it with Weeks Dye Works Violet. So, yeah. Okay, on to my whips. I got a lot of whips. As I started pulling them for the video, I was like, dang. I emptied out my thing. The only whip I didn't touch Tank, which I would really like to this month, but, well, life. I didn't touch Tank, and I didn't give Winter Heart, the Seasons of the Heart, Winter Heart. That's the only one that's left sitting in there right now. I was like, oh, wow, everybody got some love. And I was actually planning on taking that one to Mom's when I go today, so, but more on that later. So it'll get some love. All right. So let's talk about the Summer Fairy. So part 2, which is what I was working on, is right here. And I didn't have some of these butterflies over here. And I didn't have this line going down. And part 3 are these 6 banners. And I need that line to get to the banners. So I got the line done and the butterflies done. So now I'm ready to work on part 3, those banners, which I actually started. So there's my baseline, and there's the butterflies. I did change the color. They called for a very light blue, and it was getting lost in my sky, so I used the same color as the end of these ribbons here. It's called Blue Hawaii. It's a dinky dye. But there's the butterflies all done, and I've got that, and then here's the top of the first banner. I wanted to get it lined up to where I could start going. I didn't have to count it 100 times. I was like, well, let me just count it now and get it started so I could just go. So Summer Fairy is moving right along. Nora Corbett, Santa's Sleigh. Now this one, it got more love than is showing because I messed up and had to do some frogging. So I started here, and I accidentally, I don't know if I don't remember because it's frogged now, if I used here and I was supposed to use here or what it was. But at any rate, I stitched like all the way up through here using this gray color. Get up there so you can see it, this gray color here. And I had it going all the way up to here. And it was the wrong one. If I did it on this one, it was supposed to be on this one. If I did it on that one, it was supposed to be that one. So I was like, ugh. So I had to rip it all the way down to there. And then I was like, then it went into hiding for a little bit. And then I was like, I really need to get some more work done on this. And I did get the gray around this corner done. So not a huge amount, but it's getting there. Every stitch helps to get closer to a finish, right? And Miribilia's Lavender Mist. And this is the Teresa Made Me Do It. And she got quite a bit of love. So I'm not sure exactly where I left off, but I did some greens down in here. I think I did some greens up in here. And then I know I did all of this teal color. And I started doing an outline. All of that has to be filled in with this teal. So I at least outlined it to where I could do that. And then that's a flower petal, and then that's going to be a flower. But all of this is the teal color, and that is the end. So that is as far as that goes, and then from there I'll have to go up again. So that is coming right along. We have the Christmas Eve Santa. We all know how much I love this one. I keep telling you. I won't even tell you this time because you already know. And here's my progress on it. I did finish, I know I had it outlined before. I finished the brown. I think I only had like a little piece down here to finish from the last time I showed you. So I finished that. And then I decided to do his mitten, the fur on his hat, and his face. I debated doing his face 1/1, and I didn't though. I decided to keep it the way it was. I haven't been telling you guys the fabrics or anything. You know, they're listed in the description below. So if you have any questions about, well, what fabric is she using on whichever pattern, it is listed below. This is 32 count Twilight. I always forget, you know, I always forget. But this one's coming on pretty quick. So, yay. Autumn Bee by the Blue Flower. I got an email, I think it was yesterday, I saw it this morning, from her saying, with this pattern on it. So she has released it. So anyone who's been like watching me stitches and you're like, oh, I want that, it's open now. I think she's put in her newsletter that she mailed it out to shops, so shops should have it, and she'll be doing PDFs for it like in 2 weeks or a month or something like that. But these should be at your local needlework shop or going to be there soon if you're interested in this pattern. So she has released it, and I just did the legs on this side. That's all I got done on it. But at least I got some done. Plum Street Samplers Cinnamon Stars. And I finished the house. This is the part that I was working on, and now I got the house finished. So now, and this is the end of that page, which, as you see, I've kind of sneaked over to the other page to do a few things, but this is the end of the page. So I think I'm going to go down because there's pumpkins down here. I'm going to do my pumpkins and then kind of work my way back over this way and finish it that way, and then I'll come back to that. That way I don't get too bored with the house. That way I can kind of like do some and then maybe do a little bit more house and then do some and do a little more house. That way that house doesn't become overbearing. Summer Acorns, another blue flower design. And this one is on 28 count Hocus Pocus, by the way. Hocus Pocus by who? Pole Stitches. Okay, so Cinnamon Star. That was, yeah. Okay, Summer Acorns. That's where we're at. Summer Acorns. This one, blue flower. And I just finished this morning the last of, actually goes that way. The last of, I was doing this vine and I got it completed. So all I have is the one vine left coming down from here and around. And I will get that done in August so that I can be done with this one. Because that one, it won't take that long. I think it takes me usually approximately 6 hours to get a vine done. So usually that's 2 or 3 sittings, but it's about only 6 hours to get one done. So I should be able to get that done in August, even just sitting down a little bit each morning. That's the whips. Told you I ended up getting a lot done, more on some than others, but hey, you know, I did get a lot of those done. I also have a couple starts. The first one being Bless Our Home by Lizzie Kate. And this one is a pattern for my sister-in-law for Christmas. And I am stitching it on 32 count Ice Blue Mist by Fabric Flare in the called for weeks dye work threads 2/2. And I've gotten pretty far on it. So when you look at it, I got the majority of it done. I've got the tree left. I got to finish that door. I changed the color of the door and the shutters to match her house. And this is a more of a honey, I think it was honeycomb that they called for the house, which is more of a yellow. And her house is white and black. So I changed it to grits and bark for the black. But as you see, all I've got left pretty much is the tree and the words. So that won't take long to finish. Hopefully that will be another August finish. And then I was in the mood for a small, but not really a Christmas ornament. I don't know what my thing is. I wanted to get some Christmas ornaments done, and then when it comes down to stitching them, I'm like, I don't want to. Whatever. I decided to start around the block with the different holiday things on it and to stitch it on that block. So I decided to take that one on, and I got the Christmas one done. So I did get Christmas. I got the I can't see it. This isn't a long piece, so I have it out right. No, I don't. I have it inside out. Y'all don't want to see the back of my work. I thought that looked funny. It is a long piece because it's 6 squares and they're kind of in their little squares. So, and she says to cut them apart, and I'm like, and that's kind of hard to hold on to, that one little square. And I'm already stitching in hand with this because it doesn't really fit in a hoop. So I'm already stitching in hand, and I'm like, that's why I started on this end, because that way when I'm stitching like this, I don't have as much to get around. And now I'm doing this one, and it's not so much. Then I'll probably cut these 2 off and do the next 2 or whatever. But right there's the Christmas one. And then I started on the Halloween one. So, and this is on 32 count 32 count natural linen. So that just came with the kit. So I'm getting that, I started that up. And my last start, I started this at the stitch class. Once I got done with my crooked strawberry head, I went ahead and I started Long Dog Samplers Indiscretion. So here's the pattern with all my notes all over it, but hey. And I am doing it in 3 colors. Well, I'm doing it on a 14 count Ada, because it's the smaller pattern. So the piece of fabric's only, there we go. So you can just kind of see, it's about that big. So it's not huge. And it's a hand-dyed fabric off of Amazon, so I don't know what it is. But there's the start of it. I'm using one color for, I'm using 3 colors. I'm not doing it completely monochrome. I'm doing 3 colors. And I got the one color, here's the outer border, one is the inner border, and then one I started working on the motif. And this is the motif I'm started with. And the colors are DMC 4040 that I decided on, 4030, and Weeks Dye Works Caribbean. And this is the color I'm working on with the motifs. This one was the outer border, the inner border, and this is the motifs. And the way, and I can change my mind as I go, I know I'm doing this one in Caribbean. And from there, I gotta decide if I'm gonna continue Caribbean across the top and then do something else here, or I might do like Caribbean here, here, and here, and do like the other colors kind of wherever. And I haven't decided yet. So right now, that one's being Caribbean, that's what I know. From there, I'll decide how I'm gonna mix these 3 colors up through there. I originally thought I was gonna do like the top in Caribbean, the middle in the in 4030, and then the bottom in 4040. That's what my notes have, is I was going to do it broken down into the 3 colors. And that way it'd be kind of like an ombre type of a look. And I still might do that. It's new enough I haven't decided all the details yet. Okay, give me just a second to move this stuff. I kitted 2 items. First one is Baked with Love by, let me see here, New York Dreamer. You put it on the thing, the rolling pin. That's what it is, the thing. Yeah, y'all knew what I was talking about. I'm making this for Christmas, hopefully, for my daughter-in-law, because she loves baking and stuff like that. So it's a possible Christmas present for that. And I'm going to be putting it on this linen, which is, I could get the glasses on, people. I admit it, I'm old, I need glasses. This is on Earthen Lugana. Here's what that is called. Earthen Lugana. And it's showing up a little bit. It's kind of it's more pink than it is brown. And it would be nice if I had these things on a ring, but I don't. It's what it is. And then these are the colors. These ones aren't dropped out because they're in bobbin form right now. But they pop nicely. So that is one of the items I kitted up. And the other one is the Petite Christmas Angels by Joan Elliott. And I'm going to do these for, I don't know if you remember, actually I have it over there, my Christmas present, the baskety thing that I had. And I can put like cross stitch on each corner, and these ones here will work out to where they're the perfect size to put on that. And I'm going to be doing a 14 count. Again, it's an Amazon hand-dyed Ada, so I can't tell you who the maker is or anything like that. I don't know. I bought it off Amazon. But I can put 2 on each one of these pieces. So that's all my pieces of that. And it's beautiful colors. I'm doing one of these things for that one. I like to have different methods for different projects. Makes it fun. Anyway, here's all these colors. And then there's these colors. Yes, I color coordinate my colors. What can I say? Makes it easier for me when I know I'm looking for a blue to grab that side and then start looking for the little symbol. So I kitted those up, so they're ready to go in just a minute. Okay, on the haul. I think I take off my glasses for that haul. Actually, my notes say something different, so I guess we'll do haul first. I'll just go back up on my notes. All right, so haul. Got a little bit of haul. I got a little bit of haul. Okay, I bought a pattern that I love. I'll put it right here because it's PDF. It is from The Witch's Garden from Etsy. And I thought that was so cute. And then I saw that she had fabrics. So of course I gotta buy the fabrics. So I bought some more fabrics. Don't be judgy. I bought these fabrics and she mailed these out to me and I had them within 2 or 3 days. here is her Etsy shop for you to see. The Witch's Garden. This here fabric, as you can see, I know, excuse the glare, but I don't want to open it. This is called a unicorn. Is that not beautiful? It looks kind of like my Aurora that I'm using for Lavender Mist, except it's more, that one's like more purple and green, and this one's more of a teal color. But gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. No clue what I'm stitching on these things, but gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And this one, oh, this one's beautiful too. This one is called Lust. And these are all 18 count Ada. Look at that. Is that not totally lustful? They got something Christmassy on it. Maybe that Christmas garden, but I'm not sure how the reds will show up on it, so I'll have to check. I'm sorry for the glare. You can't see it pretty well through that way. I'll have to see how the reds show up on it. But my absolute favorite, I saw this one and I almost cried. It is just so beautiful to me. And I've got to find the right pattern for it, and I just don't know what, because look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at this. It's called Envy. Is that not absolutely gorgeous? It's picking up the colors too. It's a little bit more green. It's showing up a little bit more blue on the computer. It's actually a little bit more green than it is blue. But, because, you know, Envy. But this is so beautiful. I was going to put my Moon Glow on it, that sister chart for this, for my other one, my Floral Dream, this at the Framers. I was thinking that next to the other one would be, because I want to put something on this fabric. At first I was thinking Halloween, but I'm like, this is just so pretty. I don't want this only hanging up for a few months. I want this a year-round chart. So now I'm trying to find a chart for it. I'm thinking maybe a Quaker or something, but because I can't put anything green on it. So anything that has trees or plants or anything, which is like 95% of the patterns out there, have a green on it, and the green just kind of melts into it. So I'm looking for the right pattern for this fabric, because wow, love, love, love. Yes. What? Jimmy out there, and you can't be out there with him? You're stuck in here with me? My crybaby. Okay, and I ordered from 123 more fabric. And the reason why I was ordering so much fabric is because I was trying to find one for that Teresa Koget Halloween pattern, and I just wasn't sure what I wanted. So I think I found the right one in here. But while ordering fabric, let's order another design. So I was having so much fun with that witch, I decided to do the doggies in a round. So no clue what I'm going to stitch it on or what color. Probably not red. I'm not a red person too much. So I'm not sure what color I'm going to stitch it on, or what color I'm going to stitch it in, or whatever. But I have the pattern now. I'll do something with it at some point. Okay, so the fabrics that I bought. I could put myself on a fabric freeze, people. So many. And I got to put on my glasses so I can read what they are. Okay, the first one is Hera. Oh, let me see, it should tell me who it's from too. Picture This Plus. Hera, Picture This Plus. And it is green. It's showing up about right on this color. And then this one is pretty. I like it. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with it just yet. And this is called Barnwood. And again, Picture This Plus. And these are all 18 counts. So I like that. And this one doesn't have as much marbling in it as I would like, but sometimes that's nice too. This is called Jazz by Picture This Plus. There's just a little bit of the purple in there. Not too much. Just a little splattering, and that's fine. That's all you want. This next fabric is the one I was talking about with the Teresa Kogut pattern. Oh, hush it. It is called Confetti by Picture This Plus. A little bit of brown, a little bit of green. Otherwise, it's kind of a yellowy orange color. You can kind of see the different colors in there. That's kind of the best look of it. There it goes. It's more that yellowy orange. And I'm thinking about putting this one on it. Pardon the glare. But I think this one would look really good on here. So I think that's what I think. I'll finish kitting that up later on. Okay. And lastly, yes, there's a lastly. And it's not fabric. I got my order from Crazy Annie Stitching, and I had ordered the Mani Didana Stitchers Village series. So this one is the Quilt Shop. And I also got the Button Factory. And the Christmas Shop. And then there's four more patterns to the kit. And then I also got the boards from Chantel's 141. The little thread bobbin. Be helpful if I call it what it is. And as you see, they put it like right here, so there's a little cutout, and kind of wrap some threads around it. That's so cute. So yeah, so I got 3 of them, so I could stack them up there. So yeah. Yeah, so that was the last of my haul. So I'm excited for that. I have no clue when I'm going to start that project up, but I have it. I need to stop collecting so much, especially as I'm getting ready to move. I'm like, oh, why do I have this much crap? But, yeah. And then, because, you know, cross stitching isn't enough, you know that I've got my wool applique as well. So I did work on my snowman. It's actually supposed to be a punch needle design, and I turned it into a wool applique. And here he is. I'm going to put a satin stitch in here. I haven't yet. That's why his hat looks funny. But I have stitched. I'm real happy about my stitching on this one. I was stitching this on a trip that we were taking to Myrtle Beach, but you see my blanket stitch is actually really nice and tight right there, here, and here. I think that's, oh, and I also did the mitten right here, the top, the cuff. So I still have the bottom part of the mitten to do, and of course my satin stitch on his hat. I just have to decide what color I'm going to satin stitch it there, but yeah. So yeah, either that or I'll take another piece of wool and pull it up there. I don't know yet, but at any rate, it's coming right along. This works well as a driving project because I don't have to worry about counting or anything like that, so that works out well for that. And I had also appliqued or ironed on, appliqued, I don't know the proper terminology, but buttermilk basins, what's it called? They have them an autumn penny mat, what they call it. And I have it pieced together. I didn't cut this piece yet. I wanted to stitch first, then decide where I wanted to cut it, and then stitch it. So it's just a full piece right now. And I got it all glued together, or glued. I got it ironed on, appliqued on, whatever, but it's not stitched yet. Just ready to be stitched. And I did the same thing with, I bought the Joy pillow. And I got it all ironed on. Use a little debris. Got it ironed on, and I just need to stitch it up. So I've got 2 more ready to go once I finish that mitten. And I can start up on these, and they are ready to go. Okay, so end of month. So how did my month go? How did my July Christmas plans go? Well, I broke it up a little bit differently this time, instead of kind of stating, here's all the things and da-da-da-da, whatever. So I just have it broken down into July plans that I did, ones that I didn't quite do, and ones I completely dropped the ball on. Okay, so plans that I did. My hair's driving me nuts. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be messing with it so much. It's a little bit too soft right now. They put all that nice shiny stuff in it, and it makes it like super soft and fine, and it keeps like, it won't even stay tucked behind my ear, like falls. Okay, random thoughts there. I did finish Lily of the Valley. I showed you that one by Blackbird Designs, which was a present. So it was a Christmas present, so I got that done. I worked on Santa's sleigh and the Santa's Christmas, so I got a good amount of work done on both of those. And I started Bless This Home, which is from Lizzie Kate, and that's a Christmas present. I showed you that one. And I got 1 ornament done, but I actually, fully finished it, my little mitten, and I started that one from Petuni, but I haven't gotten very far on it. So, not quite as planned. I did kit them, but I didn't start them, is the Petite Angels by Joan Elliott that I showed you, and the Cozy Into Winter by Jeanette Douglas, which I did last video. So I completely dropped the ball. I looked at my list of, this is what I'm going to do. And I dropped the ball on Christmas ornaments. I knew that one. I also wanted to do some of the shepherd's bush designs because they're not too big, and get those done, and I didn't even touch those. They're not even kitted. I didn't touch them at all. So yeah, I really dropped the ball on those, but it's okay. So what are my plans for August? None. I'm just going to work on what I have, start what's kitted, start whatever feels right, whatever. I've got too much going on in my life to deal with a plan of stitching right now. So it's just whatever. I'll look as, I've got, I don't have it in here. On my iPad, I've got these little sheets. I'll have to show them to you next video. I'll make myself a note to do that. That tells me what I'm working on and how long I've been working on them. And so I can I usually flip through that and I'm like, ooh, I haven't touched that this month. And then I'll go grab it and work on it for a day or two. That's pretty much how I'm going to be, because I can't have a cut. And if I'm like, I feel like starting something new, I'll come in here and grab something new. It's already kitted up or ready to go. Or if I feel like kitting something. Yeah. So, yeah, no plan. That's okay. The test stitch. Last video, I mentioned a test stitch of poinsettia that I had done up, and I got a couple of emails about that, and I will be emailing that out probably Friday to you, to where you can start stitching on that for test stitching. So I just wanted to let you know what was going on with that. That is the end of the Stitchy update. If you want to hang around for life, you can. If you're done, completely understand. Have a great couple weeks or so. I'll probably be back. I've got a plan to do a video on the 18th, which is my flossiversary, or is it the 23rd, something like that. I don't know. I got a plan. Just don't know exactly what it is. Oh, goodness. So, we'll go into my life. Husband and I decided to take a trip to Myrtle Beach. They had beautiful water. I'm going to put the pictures in while I'm talking. That is not the normal for us at all. We normally have more brownish color water than we do pretty Caribbean blue water. So Myrtle Beach is about an hour and a half away, and then we wandered the beach, then we wandered the pier. We saw a shark, and we met some friends that were staying at Myrtle Beach, Ala and Jason, and had lunch with them, and then drove back. So we were gone about 7 hours, and it was our first time leaving Bo alone, not in his crate. Did not know what we were going to come home to. Was he going to destroy something, steal something? Who knows what he was going to get into. He was a good boy. He didn't get into anything. He was a good boy. So, he's growing up. He's growing up. In the last video, I told you about my move. So that's been keeping me very busy, bouncing between the houses and coordinating work at the different houses. Yeah, getting ready to put this house is going to be on the market Monday. And we still got some things to do. I was at Mom's last week, Thursday through Sunday, I think, something like that. And I did that stitch class there and everything, which is awesome. But the where was I going? Sorry, guys. My mind's in 100 different directions. At any rate, I was there till Sunday, and I was like, okay, this week I've got a wedding this upcoming Saturday. So I'm like, this week we're going to concentrate on this house. We're going to list it on Monday. We signed the papers with the realtor to get it going for Monday to be listed, Monday or Tuesday, the 7th or 8th. So now it's like, now it's real. Now we got to make sure we get done. So we started. Last night we were working until about 9 o'clock last night, getting some things done. It's not that much, but you know how it just sort of adds up. Oh, I just need to do baseboards. That takes, you're like, oh, that's only going to take me, and it takes 2 or 3 hours. Oh, we just need to hang up the door. Yeah, that took it. We have to go get the door. Then we have to go hang it. Then yeah. So it ends up taking a little bit of time. That's okay. But now we're under the gun because we're like, we said we'd have their house ready to list on this date. And so this week I plan on staying home and getting this stuff done. Well, meanwhile, at the other house, I've got pest control set up for Friday. I've got a designer coming in to measure the living room area to help us with furniture placement and stuff for on Thursday. And so it's like I've got all these things kind of lined up for the other house. Well, they can do that while Mom's there, you know. So I'm like, yeah, Mom can handle that, you know. Carpet was supposed to be delivered to the installer on 7/31, and they're going to call me up and schedule the install of the new carpet in the 3 bedrooms. And they're like, well, it's usually 1 to 2 weeks after we receive it. Okay, middle of August, no problem. Yeah, they called me and said, we want to install it on Thursday. That wasn't in my plans. Okay, let's readjust. So yeah, so I'm heading to Mom's today, unexpectedly, so that I can go ahead and get it ready for the carpet install. And then I'm going to come back because the carpet installs tomorrow. So I'll be back early Friday because I've got to pick up flowers for Saturday's wedding. And then Sunday we're probably going to take a load there. And yeah, that's the way my life's been going back and forth. It's a 3-hour drive, so it's a 3-hour drive there, 3-hour drive back. Yeah. But is what it is. So that's how my life's been going. As you see, it's not as big of a mess as last time, I don't think. So I cleared it off and then stuck some more stuff up on there. But yeah, that's another job for Sundays, to clean this house completely and stuff like that, so that I don't know when they're going to come for pictures. I need to get in contact with my realtor and figure that out, because I don't know when my drop dead time for that is. Oh, goodness gracious me. So, some pictures of Merle. About Merle. Oh my gosh, that's my other dog that died, passed away. I still sometimes call Bo Merle. After 14 years of calling the dog Merle, you get used to it, and he'll answer to it anyway. He's so used to us calling him Merle sometimes, but we try hard not to do that. It's his anniversary this month. I don't know the exact date, because I don't need to know the exact date. I think it was right around the 8th or something. It was the beginning of the month, a year ago, that we lost Mr. Merle. Oh well. Still miss that boy. But that one helps to fill a hole. My brat. We were going for a walk downtown. I have some pictures rolling here. We went to the waterfront park. I got a picture of him on the dock and in front of the fountain, his big old tongue hanging out. And we went to go take pictures at the other fountain, because there was another fountain, because he was he walked over to the, I didn't get a picture of this, but he walked over to that pineapple fountain and he put his feet in it. Usually kids are swimming in it and stuff. And there wasn't any kids right then, so he was just walking around in it. And I was laughing. I thought that was funny. So I'm like, well, if you like to get in the fountain, let's go to the other one, because they have one of those fountains that like sprite up like this. And I was like, we'll see how he reacts to that one. And so we start walking over there. Well, on the other side of that, they're putting in a resort, so there's all kinds of construction going on. He does not like tractors at all. Hold on. My voice was getting all raspy. He does not like tractors. They move funny and jerky, and they're loud because those engines are right there. He does not like them. So we start walking towards the fountain, and one of the tractors roll by from that construction area. Brakes, turns around, and just starts pulling me. And I'm like, stop pulling. And I'm just imagining him, because, you know, we do this with our animals. And I'm like, whoop, Mama, that's a big monster. Come on. And I'm like, stop pulling. I know Mama's saying stop pulling, but there's a big metal monster chasing us. We have to go. I have to get Mama to safety. Go. Oh, he's so crazy. He keeps me amused. And he loves Mom. The two of them get along great. So he was there with me when I was there this past weekend. He was there with me because we were getting some work done at this house. We were getting a tub reglazed and stuff. And so it was like, well, I'll just take him with me so that he's not a bother here. So now that I'm getting carpet done there, he'll stay here with Jimmy. So the back and forth and craziness of it. But it'll be worth it in the end to be debt free. No, instead of 2 mortgages, have no mortgages, and we'll be able to live the life we want. So that's the goal. All right. I've got to get this video edited and uploaded so that I can get on the road. Everybody have a safe time. I will see you later on in the month. Like I said, I don't remember the exact date, but subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll see me when you see me. I'll have a great time. Thanks. Stay cool, because it's hot out there. Bye.